So we've gone round this triangle all the way round. We've got the last little bit to do, so it's the last straight line. So we're doing 4 double crochets, 2 sets of 4 double crochets, that's where I was going with it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 chain in the middle, and 4 more to finish off the triangle for the bunting. Nope. There we go, that's done. 3, wrap it around twice, through, pull your right yarn out, and then off 2 with 2, the right yarn over and 2 off. Okay, right, so we've got double crochet in that one, and that's the triangle finish. Now that's the front of it. As I said before, we've been working on the wrong side of the fabric, so to speak, to be able to. And now what we're going to do on the top here, we're going to start the clusters again, so we have an obvious point and it's easier to actually hang the bunting. So we need to get to this bit here, which is the first chain after the first 4 double trebles. So slip stitch through 1, slip stitch through the other, 3, 4 slip stitch, 1 to get us over the chain, so we're nice and neat. And now just the clusters, 3, 4, 5, doing them the same way, so they front race double trebles, wrap it around, but we're going to leave these as so. Take 2 off, leave 1 on for the cluster, wrap it around twice, take 2 off, leave 1 on for the cluster, wrap it around again, underneath, take 2 off, wrap it around, take 2 off, there, leave the third one on, and now we've got 4, and you can tell because there's the next thing is your chain. Take them off, finish, and 5 chain again to bring the cluster back down. 1 double crochet over the chain, and we're going to repeat cluster of 4, cluster of 8, cluster of 8, and cluster of 4 again, and then we finish off. So I'll show you the cluster of 8, 3, 4, 5. Just to remind you, wrap around twice underneath from the front, which means it's a front raised, so we're going underneath the stitch from the front. In this bit, leave everything just as it is and only concentrate on the double treble. So got 1, so that's your first double treble, so leave the chains and leave everything else standing as it is. There we go, 2 underneath, through, 1, 2, that's almost gone wrong, again 1 underneath like that, through, and then through, and the last one underneath, through, and through the 2. Okay, finish the cluster off, and 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet over chain, and repeat that again. Now we've got to the last cluster. Okay, so we've got from a first cluster of 4, 2 clusters of 8 and 1 cluster of 4 again to the end of that corner. Oh no, it's only that side, so we're finishing the cluster off, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and double crochet over the chain. Last thing I'm going to show you is how I tend to finish these off, because yes, that's the front of your bunting piece. Scissors, just clip. Normally, the way I finish them is might be different. So pull it through, so you've got a little bit of a knot. Hook size, by the way, that I have used was a 2.3mm hook. It's one of these which are double-ended, which I'm presuming are a different type of old style, and it's stainless steel. But it's, can you see it there? Just about 2.3 on that side and 2.5 on that side, or 3 on that side and 4 on that side. So it's the smaller one I've used off that. But 2.5 hook with a double knit wool would be just as fine as it double knit. You know what I mean. Right, so we've got the leftover, we've got the needle. What you want to do, just sew it through. Obviously it's a darning needle, so it's not sharp. Sew it through a little bit, and then if you push the needle with the thread through the middle of the double treble as best as you can. You shouldn't be able to see the needle either way because you're going right through the middle. So push that through there, and normally where I tend to do weave them in is where the bottom of the double trebles have gone. So just push through that bit there. Was that sharp enough? And then to make sure, I'll just do a little stitch here over the needle and push it through the other half of the circle. I don't know whether you can, yeah, that's it. So the thread has gone that way and then around the circle, so it's kind of come back on itself. That's very secure. And cut off, and now this way you've got your first bit for your bunting. Thank you for watching, and check out some of the other videos. Thanks a lot.